My partner, 28M, is a Trump supporter. I, 25F, can't respect him. My partner, 28M, and I, 25F, have been together for the last 4 years, notably long distance for the last 2 years of our relationship up to now. We met at the end of a graduate program for public law, aka we were constantly discussing politics and policy impacts on people. We've been long distance to pursue jobs prior to law school. He worked in accounting, I worked as a military historian, and are still currently long distance. I would consider us the classic case of opposites attract. We laugh at all the same jokes and we can banter for hours about nothing. It feels like he is the other half of my brain. To be very real with y'all, I am not someone who cares about physical appearance of my partner because I'm more interested in an intellectual connection. We bonded greatly over a mutual interest in 20th century military history. The opposite comes from our different political views. Given the subject matter of our graduate program, he told me very early on that he was a classical conservative. I never got clarification on what he meant by this over the last 4 years, and a registered Republican. On the other hand, I spent the last election cycle campaigning for Democratic candidates and I've always only known voting blue. In the last 4 years, I have not skipped any opportunity to grill him on items of constitutional justice and general ethical principles, and I grew to love him over the years because I felt like we mutually agreed on items of political and social importance. I've always been very America first in the sense that I believe the most in extending liberty and justice for all to everyone, especially immigrants and historically marginalized communities. I am going to get really honest here. I feel stupid saying this, and it's probably the main reason why I am using a burner. There has been unspoken tension since the 2024 election with Trump coming into office. My partner only told me he voted for Trump at the end of Election Day, nearly 3.5 years into multiple discussions at length. Even as a self-proclaimed socialist, I come from a family of Midwestern libertarians who don't support the current administration, another story, so I can honestly say I understand the conservative perspective of many Americans. But most importantly, I am intimately familiar with the voices of conservatives and Republicans against Trump. I thought my boyfriend was one of those. I was wrong. He spends every day engaging in conversations about how poorly the state of America and the economy are going. But he refuses to acknowledge his part in voting his president in. I don't know, I guess the cognitive dissonance is really icky to me. Any political discussion has now become a regurgitation of Fox News headlines, or he's asking if I've seen specific content from random alt-right creators. He sends me links to their content as if they were funny memes, instead of an hour-long think piece on why a balding man should be allowed to own his wife. I feel like I don't respect my partner anymore. Politics aside, not being able to have a backbone and owning up to your beliefs is sad. I can't help but think this man cannot be the future father of my children or the man making decisions in my name. I guess the question here is, do I give him a chance to make this work? Or cut my losses? Update. Thank you all for your honesty and time in commenting. TLDR, broke up with him, he did not take it well. I can honestly say I read every comment, and it sucked being forced to recognize the reality of my situation, but I am very grateful. Like many of you mentioned, I think I came here to get validation on a decision I already knew I had to make, but I selfishly or stupidly was grasping onto any straws. This morning, I asked him to call me so we could speak about our relationship. I was direct with him in stating that I don't think our values are mutually compatible, and it's causing me a lot of internal turmoil and stress because I am constantly trying to justify my beliefs while trying to engage as a partner in his beliefs. He started getting upset with me because he didn't think I emotionally catered to his level of emotional maturity. Context: I'd been in therapy since I was a child due to a criminal event. He started therapy this year at my request. He further explained that he did not feel like I was giving him a chance to make improvements. After getting reamed by the comments for hours, I was tired and I wished him the best and went no contact on everything. I feel a lot better. Thank you guys. Might update again, but mainly coming back to say to anyone in a similar situation, the shame isn't worth the love you think you'll get. Have you ever ended a relationship over political values? Drop your take in the comments. Follow Reactionary Realms for daily Reddit drama.